Hello, folks. This podcast is all about continuous learning and staying curious. Welcome to another episode of the Coaching Talk series. This is where we empower individuals in business, at work, and in life. And I'm so glad that you're here to join us. And if you're new to our podcasts, a special welcome and hello. And if you're returning, well, welcome back. For those who are returning, you already know that we conduct 3 podcasts a week. Mondays are dedicated to spiritual theme with a Christian flavor. And Wednesdays, we focus on personal development in business, work, and life. And on Fridays, we explore affiliate marketing. I hope you can join us on all of those 3 days. Hi, I'm Richard Fontenay, and I want to begin with a quote from Mahatma Gandhi. He sets the tone for today's conversation. Quote, live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. End of quote. Now, a well-considered this is a recent LinkedIn learning report found that 94% of employees said they would stay with a company longer if it invested in their learning and development. Now, that's not just a number. It really is a message. Today, we're exploring powerful theme and the importance of continuous learning in your career. Another way of putting it, continuous learning, stay curious. Now, whether you're leading a team, starting a new role, running a business, or pivoting in life, the ability to involve and evolve through learning is not optional. It's an absolute essential. Now, we'll cover 3 essential points during this podcast. 1, learning keeps you relevant. 2, learning boosts confidence and career mobility. And 3, learning is a lifelong mindset, not a one-time event. So let's get going. Key point number 1, learning keeps you relevant. Now, we live in a world that doesn't slow down. Technology, trends, and tools are changing rapidly. What worked yesterday may not work tomorrow. Continuous learning is your secret weapon against professional stagnation. Imagine a mid-career manager, let's call her Julia, who's been in the same role for 10 years. She's great at what she does, but she's just now starting to learn data visualization tools because her company is shifting to analytics-based decision making. By choosing to learn rather than resist, she secured her position and became a key player in training others. And that's the power of staying relevant. Now, whether it's unskilling with or upskilling with a new software platform, learning to lead remote teams, or even enhancing your communication skills, learning keeps you in the game. Now, here's key point number 2. Learning boosts confidence and career mobility. Now, here's something many people overlook. Learning builds confidence. Every new skill you acquire makes you feel more comfortable, and that belief leads to bold action. Take Marco as an example, a graphic designer who decided to learn basic coding. He didn't plan to become a full stack developer, but after building a few web projects, he felt empowered to pitch a hybrid design development role at his company. And they said yes. And today, Marco earns more contributes more, and feels more fulfilled. And that's learning in action. In business, the more you know, the more problems you can solve. In life, the more you grow, the more resilient and agile you become. And point number 3, learning is a lifelong mindset, not a one-time event. Now, too often we treat learning like school, something with an endpoint. But in reality, learning is a way of being. It's not just about certificates or degrees. It's about curiosity, adaptability, and openness to change. Consider Priya, a retiree who started a small consulting business. She takes free online courses weekly, not because she has to, but because she wants to. She says learning keeps her mentally young and spiritually energized. Now, in the workplace, this mindset fosters innovation. In your personal life, it brings joy, humility, and wisdom. So don't wait for someone to assign you to a course. Don't stop once you get a promotion. Let learning be part of your everyday rhythm. Now, let's connect this to the real world. In business, continuous learning fuels innovation. Teams that prioritize learning are more agile, adaptable, and creative. A company that embeds learning into its culture often sees increased productivity, lower turnover, and stronger leadership pipelines. At work, learning improves morale, sharpens skills, and opens doors. So if you want to move into a new role or be seen as a thought leader, start by reading, taking courses, or seeking mentorship. The act of learning signals ambition. And in life, learning stretches your perspective. It makes you a better communicator, a more empathetic leader, a more interesting human being. So whether it's learning how to cook, speak another language, understand different cultures, or take a deep dive into your spiritual life, lifelong learners create richer lives. And remember, learning isn't always formal. It could be a podcast, a TED Talk, or a real conversation that changes everything. So here's the big takeaway from this podcast. Learning is not a checkbox. It's your ticket to relevance, confidence, and fulfillment. So ask yourself, what's one thing I want to learn this month? What skill could change the way I show up at work, or in business, or in life? And jot these down as goals for the next month, and then visit them regularly. Then go find a course, a coach, a community, or even just a book. Start small, stay curious, but keep growing. Now, if today's message resonated with you, please share this podcast with a friend or a colleague. Subscribe for more coaching talks, and leave a review if this helped you in any way. Your support helps us keep empowering others, and I thank you for doing so. Now, next Wednesday, we'll explore networking strategies and how it will help you in your business, at work, and in life. I can't wait to meet with you again. So until next time, keep learning, keep showing up for your best version of yourself, And I'm Richard Fontenay, signing off. See you next Wednesday, if not before. Bye for now.